Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. Derek Watson here, co-founder of The Power of Purpose. Glad to be back with you for Purpose Fridays with Sherry Watson and the Positive Action Coalition. So glad you could join us once again. Without further ado, we're going to get this started. So much to talk about this Friday. Really a lot of exciting stuff on the heels of an amazing event, an amazing trip that we took, Sherry Watson and myself, along with Erica Beach, part of The Power of Purpose, to Las Vegas, Nevada, and so much happening out there with our Purpose Pioneers. So without further ado, let's bring on the one, the only, the co-founder of The Power of Purpose, Chief Visionary Officer, Sherry Watson.
Hey, happy Friday. Happy Purpose Hour. It's going to be a fun one. Wow. Today I already been on the phone. We're planning a connecting visit in Iowa. So Derek, there's so much to talk about.
So much.
The relief efforts. You guys, again, Positive Action Platform. Go donate. Go. We're helping Houston, folks in Key West, folks in Puerto Rico, folks in Las Vegas of the devastation. We are bringing that to bring positive supports to people. So you guys, all of you that don't have nonprofit corporations, it's time for you to join us. We just launched our first annual Purpose Summit. We gave our first annual Purpose Pioneer Award to Mr. Tim Combs, having a panel up on stage talking about the things they're doing in the community, meeting with the mayor, getting the proclamations for Giving Tuesday, serving veterans now that were homeless, now have their own homes and just got a job, and they're now working out in the community and living life and loving life again. And so much to share, Derek, so much.
Oh, it was amazing. Our first annual Purpose Summit was in Albuquerque, New Mexico, November 3rd through 5th. Just truly inspiring, an amazing group of just like-minded, like-hearted people, and really just having them together in a room. That's what made it so powerful, was that collective energy and spirit, all centered around social entrepreneurship and the amazing things they're going to take with them out there into their community to make a real big difference, and to also welcome our newest Purpose Pioneers who have now joined our ranks. And yes, and a little trip to actually Las Vegas, Nevada for the Power of Purpose with some meetings, and to meet with one of our newest Purpose Pioneers, Tuan Pham, out in Las Vegas, who's doing some amazing things with his nonprofit. And yeah, an Iowa visit. So stay tuned, of course, to the Power Purpose Facebook page. We're broadcasting a lot to you about a very powerful visit with Sherry Watson and Natty Watson, going out there to meet with some local elected officials, some state legislators from the state of Iowa, about an amazing veterans project we have with our Purpose Pioneer of the Year. That's how we now address him. If you see him on Tim Combs, his official title is now the Purpose Pioneer of the Year, Tim Combs. And yes, talking about Giving Tuesday. So you guys, we are about T-minus 10 days out or so from Giving Tuesday. Now, you've heard us talk maybe a little bit about that. We talked about it at length at our event at the Purpose Summit. So just a real quick thing, that's November 28th. That's a week from this coming Tuesday, okay? And is called Giving Tuesday. It is now recognized as an International Day of Giving to nonprofit organizations. It is a global movement dedicated to supporting nonprofits and generosity, things like that. And it's really big online, social media. In fact, we just had an announcement that we shared on our mastermind on Monday that even the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation has partnered with Facebook to do $2 million in matching funds to nonprofits that do fundraisers on Facebook. So that's just the kind of power it has. Up to $250 million expected to be raised on that day by millions of donors. Okay, it will take over the internet by storm. We want all of you out there to also learn more about it and to get involved. Okay, get involved. So once again, November 28th, what are you going to do? You're going to get involved with Giving Tuesday. Hashtag Giving Tuesday. Check it out. Go to givingtuesday.org to learn more, or follow us here at the Power of Purpose, whether on our website or also on the Facebook page, to learn more and see what we're doing. We have something very special planned on the 28th, Giving Tuesday. Call it a hand. It's Giving Tuesday Webathon, okay? You guys are one of the first to find out. And we're going to be broadcasting from our mastermind students all over the country live, what they're doing all over in their communities on that day. So very, very excited. You're going to hear more about that next week.
And you guys, I love sharing this with you. For those of you that don't know about Giving Tuesday, we know about Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and just in the last few years came up with Giving Tuesday to launch and empower nonprofits around this world. And the first year Derek shared with us made about 12 million just that day. That's not in the last quarter. That's a beginning. Last year, over 200 million. You guys, so what I am loving, Derek, that our new students, folks that just came in, joined our mastermind at the Purpose Summit. Last week, we've already been planning our Giving Tuesday campaigns. Some of them don't even have nonprofits yet, but it's in the works. And so, man, we're launching it on Giving Tuesday. And I see Benny on with us. Benny has the most phenomenal nonprofit bringing service animals to all different folks, to folks with disabilities, to veterans, to folks that really, and you know that's near and dear to my heart, going through the Americans with Disabilities Act and bringing in service animals is one of the systems we set up with ADA. Well, Benny not only provides amazing companionship support, the accommodations the service animal brings, but also she takes animals from kill shelters, she takes animals, not just breeding them and charging $25,000. She's bringing animals that have been forgotten and bringing them in. They live purpose. They are a part of it. So Benny and I, she has a great Facebook following on her Facebook page. So Benny, I want you to write in your Facebook page so we get everybody today liking it and joining it. And Benny is doing like the 10 o'clock news. Now she's starting every day. Hey, stay tuned for Giving Tuesday. Stay tuned for, now we've got the PayPal account set up with the Facebook page. So on Tuesday, November 28th, she'll launch her funding opportunity she's making her place accessible, the pathway, because she's got 2 new gals coming in with disabilities that use wheelchairs. And so having a veterans team come in and do that so that veterans are coming in to rebuild here like they have around the world. So the amazing opportunity with Benny, with Margaret. She's brand new, didn't even have a nonprofit. We're getting it this week. And those of you that are out there, that myth about it takes a long time, so complicated, we're getting the nonprofit set up within a week or so. And again, she's doing a gathering at her house to launch her nonprofit and for the Giving Tuesday and bring in funds from friends and families as the launch of this nonprofit. So Derek, Giving Tuesday can be big. It can be in your living room with your families and friends and launching it. It can be like Benny putting it out to her Facebook tribe that already follows her and believes in her to now support her in this next step of bringing accessibility to her ranch. Derek, it's amazing. And then with Tim, what we're planning on Giving Tuesday, he got the mayor to do a proclamation. So to Ken, I know Ken's with us today. We'll have Ken share that for Giving Tuesday. And so we're doing a huge gathering in Iowa on Giving Tuesday. And we're the legislators, the city council, the mayors, the council of governments, the Rotary, the Civitans, the United Way. Write these down, you guys, the Chamber of Commerce, all being invited to come and see what Americans for Independent Living is doing now and how we together as a community, as leaders, can grow it together the next step. with veterans leading the way. Amazing.
So awesome. It's just amazing. And we're seeing so many in our mastermind, our Purpose Pioneers, launching the Facebook fundraising apps that some of you may have even seen them online now, Giving Tuesday events across the board. And that was a great point you just made. There's three big ones, okay? There's a fundraising drive. This is for how you utilize Giving Tuesday to raise funds. So a fundraising drive, okay, a volunteer drive, or kind of a raising awareness drive about the need the need itself and how you and your nonprofit are addressing it, right? Or a combination of all three if you'd like. And yes, it can be very small with just a small circle of family and friends as an event, right? It can be something very large that some of our Purpose Partners are doing if it's a large fundraiser, an actual event with lots and lots of people. It can be something as small as like a barbecue meet and greet. We have one of those. Ken Shaw, we just mentioned, who's with us now, who's having a great fundraising basketball game right between the city police and the city fire department, getting all the elected officials and the community involved. That's really great. A lot of them involving with some special fun stuff. The more unique, the better, right? The more unique, the better. So even if you're just starting out, just get it going. If it's a little barbecue, if it's just a small little group, in your local city or town, or something really large, grand scale, and everything in between. Point being, just get involved, put something together, and this is what our Purpose Pioneers are working on, and you can as well. Okay, so first, we're in pre-launch right now. We set an event to establish on that day, right? On Tuesday, 10 days away. What we've been doing to this point up until that Tuesday, the 28th, is in pre-launch. We're driving everybody to that event, raising awareness. So we are doing social media. We're sending emails, making phone calls. We're connecting, right? Okay, then we have the event itself of we're going big. No matter if it's something very small, we're still going big with it. Okay, and then what we're doing, what most nonprofits will not do, but our Purpose Pioneer nonprofits are, they are doing an entire post-launch beyond that. They're using Giving Tuesday to really kick off, to launch, to springboard their whole end-of-year giving campaign. Most nonprofits, even the larger ones, are going to use that day for just a standalone campaign. Hey, we got one day, let's raise a bunch of awareness and money, and then kind of go back to business as usual. What we're doing is we're using that to just totally kick off and launch our entire end-of-year giving season campaign. So we're going all the way through the end of the year and even beyond. So even if you're just starting out, emerging, or just growing, right, trying to gain some traction, this is great for visibility. This is great for connecting. It's a whole day dedicated to giving and how to put your nonprofit on the map and how to build those initial circles of support. This is why it's an important day and why you need to get involved.
And you guys, I'm gonna take us back. Those of you that are new with us, I see several new people. I want to take you back to our just launching and holding our first annual Purpose Summit. Over 100 people there, over 100 people there, a room filled with people with passion, with purpose. It was the most empowering, uplifting, motivational thing I've ever been a part of. And you guys, you need to know that's a big statement. I grew up in Missouri as a kid, where it's Bible Belt and Baptist Bible College my dad went to, and we had revivals, and I've never experienced anything like I experienced a couple of weeks ago at our Purpose Summit. It was deep. It was connected. I can't wait to, you guys, others of you that are on here that were there with us, share some. I haven't been able to put it in words. When I talk to people about it, it's like, I can't describe it. It was just very, very, the spark of a movement. You guys, we at the Power of Purpose, our mission is to launch and empower at least 10,000 nonprofits. And now for the last 2 years, watching our nonprofits grow, watching them reach out and make the impact, watching them living a fulfilled life, and be able to set this as their career path. When we talk about taking care of us, building a salary in for us, building in the resources for us so that we can dedicate full time to our nonprofit corporation, just like we would our for-profit, but doing it in a nonprofit where you're making impact. Well, this Purpose Summit was really that beginning of the movement. Now everybody connected, helping each other. And that's what we want on Purpose Fridays. This is our opportunity to reach the world. We started with the Positive Action Coalition, bringing in the folks from Houston that were on the ground, live there, and have nonprofits. What are the needs? And organizing, coordinating that. And then Key West, keep going into Key West, but helping all the single parents and folks put their lives together. Puerto Rico. So as we started building that momentum, then having this as a platform to highlight all of your nonprofits. If you're doing a fundraiser, this is where we're going to be able to let you come and share and take it out to the world. You know, Benny, every one of you guys, the activity we have on our Facebook pages is blowing me away. Sharing their like pages and everybody liking it, and comments and questions asked. And so you guys take today, our Purpose Friday, and really start supporting the causes out there. Benny's nonprofit Facebook page, Service Dogs of New Mexico. Go like it. Go follow what she's putting out there about leading up to Giving Tuesday. Abraham, I see you there. Abraham was with us. It's amazing things going on. Duncan, it's so great to see you. You guys, I always see Duncan on our webinars, but I hadn't met him. And so Duncan, when I saw him and I saw his name tag, it was like, you're Duncan. So Duncan, I see you on here. John Byler, John, we have been kind of dancing together, working together. John is doing amazing things with the brain injury movement and leading folks with brain injury forward because he's experienced it. I always say, as president of years ago of our organization, I always say we're the chosen. So John's leading the chosen into amazing opportunities, and we're going to be working together and sharing a lot more with John. Meg is doing incredible things in the education and really transforming, changing that paradigm in education, bringing a whole new way to us. Meg was there. Pete, we love Pete. Pete's like, man, we love being side by side with Pete. We've been at masterminds together, and Pete, amazing. And then Rose and Tim, it's great to see you on too. Richard was there with us from Houston. You guys, I can't put it in words. And Skip Thomas, Skip is so much a part of who we are. Skip we're all connected in a deep way to help grow all of you. And Skip has been one of the core pieces. And Skip got up and shared his story at the event and had a standing ovation. And because it's from his heart, it's pure. So you guys come and join us. We have a movement. We have folks helping each other. We have folks putting questions out on there like, hey, I got my nonprofit set up. I got my EIN number. I'm setting up a bank account so I can start my fundraiser. Who's a good bank to partner with? I mean, basics like that help us grow bigger than you've ever imagined. Ken Shaw, what you're doing in Santa Fe, bringing the community together, using Giving Tuesday as our platform to show this country and this world the power of the nonprofit corporations in bringing social change and systemic change to empower and lift folks up, our country up, our world up, systems, even in renewable energy, the food production, organic food, bringing a whole new way of living. It's you guys, it's the nonprofit sector, it's you leading that's going to bring change. So I'm on fire. You guys, I want to hear from you guys. How help me put it in words what we just experienced at the Purpose Summit, and I want our mastermind students, who I just named out, Pete and Meg and Rose and all of you, Tim, I want you to do a huge welcome to Vincent Lombardi. Now, we all know Vincent Lombardi, right? This is a different Vincent Lombardi that's going to bring amazing things. He's from New Jersey. He just came in, and he's doing wine for causes. How powerful is that? Wine for causes. It doesn't matter where you go now. I was with my mom. You guys know my journey, that I got to spend a whole month 24/7 with my mom before she took her last breath and was ready to go. And we'd go to Village Inn. They have, hey, 10% of everything you purchase on your meal goes to a nonprofit feeding homeless. Or you go to Denny's, hey, cause marketing is huge. And so, Vincent, amazing. And welcome. And congratulations for taking that step. I can't tell you, Corliss, Skip, Ken, Richard, Pete, Meg, Rose and Tim, all of you guys, you've taken that first step. You've taken that step of action. And when I talked to Jeannie, she's doing an amazing project. You'll meet her at the mastermind. She's a new mastermind student. She was talking about, when those seeds of doubt come in, when you're doing something very different, and the support around just going, a nonprofit, you can't make money in that. And when I spent time with her yesterday, sharing the importance of believing. You have to believe in your mission. You have to believe. And it's not controversial when she's saying that she's doing, changing the whole organic food industry. You're changing. People are like, well, that's controversial. No, it's not. It's the power of the people. And I want you guys to hang on to that. We had a family there. The father had been in prison for 3 or 4 years. And now being out of prison for a SEC violation, something they never would have understood, now being out and wanting to help others with reducing the recidivism rate. People are taking their journey in life, their stories, and they're turning it into purpose. And when I talked to Jeannie yesterday, I said, you're going to live a life of abundance like you've never lived. It's not just financial. The financial part is phenomenal. I've raised 4 of the most amazing children that have turned into purpose-driven adults that are doing incredible things. I did all that working in a nonprofit, leading a nonprofit. My salary, my career was built in the nonprofit arena. But the abundance is so much deeper. The abundance, the people you're working with can do in eco-villages, thinking about a whole new paradigm. Corliss working with children. Everything you guys are doing, watching those folks that you're working with take the lead and take control of their life and destiny, and be at the state legislature and be testifying. When you saw them in a nursing home, when you saw them laying in a bed of pee, couldn't even move, and now they got an electric wheelchair, they got their voice synthesizer, and they're rolling up the aisle to go testify. There's nothing as significant and fulfilling as watching that. So congratulations, you guys. You guys have all embarked on something bigger than anything you've ever done, imagined, and the abundance. So, Derek, we're going to be doing happy dances. We're going to be sharing at Purpose Fridays. We're going to be sharing all of our students and having them come on and highlight them and their fundraisers. And together, you guys, we're going to make this incredible. Oh, and Jewel's with us. I see Jewel. Jewel already said, welcome, visit. And guess what? Skip. Yay, Skip. Skip said that John Mark Huckabee, that's Governor Huckabee's son, and I've had the opportunity, privilege to be with John on our board meetings. Skip's nonprofit is called Amplifying Truth. Beautiful logo, beautiful. But what's more powerful is him and John Mark Huckabee. He's on his board, leading the way to be able to document, to bring your nonprofits alive, to put the message into video, put the story into a powerful message. That's what Skip. So John, Mark Huckabee, it's so great to have you on with us today. So you guys see, we had Elizabeth, the mayor of Texas. We've got leaders, we've got business entrepreneurs, we've got folks with huge hearts, smart business minds. Together, we are changing this country and this world so that we're all at new heights with less stress, living a more fulfilled life. It's time.
It is time. And speaking of which, for the bottom half of our hour here, we'd like to bring on some of our Purpose Pioneers. Just again, really show you guys what they're doing, what they're working on, especially as it pertains to Giving Tuesday, and how, again, you can implement those strategies in your own nonprofit and really just use this momentum and what we're teaching, implement that for growth. Okay, so first, we're just talking about him. Let's bring on Skip Thomas.
Oh,
hey, there he is. How you doing, Skip?
Hey, I'm doing good, Rick.
Now,
how are you?
We're doing great. Now, we were just talking about Giving Tuesday and the events that we're working on. So with Skip, something we've been working on for a while that's a great fit now for Giving Tuesday is that we're doing the official launch of that documentary film I'm just talking about, Capital Crisis, on Giving Tuesday in 10 days on a crowdfunding platform known as Indiegogo. So we want, just again, to show you guys just kind of case study, whether it's an online fundraising campaign, it's an event at a physical location, or a combination of the two, kind of like what we're doing at the Power of Purpose. We're doing a big webathon. So we want Skip to talk a little more about what we're doing for that project, Giving Tuesday, and also with Skip has just, he is just a human wildfire right now with just blazing, like at blazing speed, with his nonprofit, with his 501c3 status, amongst some other things, logo. He's just moving at rapid pace to show you guys really how you guys can do the same. But yeah, Skip, just talk more about all of this and how it pertains to Giving Tuesday and anything else you're starting to incorporate for that day as well.
Well, thanks. And, just started my nonprofit, although I've met you guys, worked together, and talked about how amazing you guys were as a part of an event that we put on in Missouri about September of last year, but met in June of 16 and started planning it. And through all that, we stayed in touch, even on a weekly basis and more often, talking about what could we do and why did we actually come together. It was a higher cause, and that's evolved a positive action platform that we started talking about. Wouldn't it be great? And then talking about different passion projects and what I was doing, what we were doing together, and the visions. And out of that evolved, your mom, Sherry, saying, well, why don't you start your own nonprofit? And I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. How do I do that? Well, we can show you. So, lo and behold, that's evolved. It's called Amplifying Truth. I've been busy the last, going through the steps, obviously getting moved back into northern Arkansas and getting situated, and then having the website up, which is amptruth.org. And, of course, capitalcrisis.com is our big project that was, you can read and see a lot there. But getting those websites, John Mark Huckabee, of course, is on my board, and I've known him. He interned with me 20 some years ago when I was doing stuff for his father in campaigns and other things. And we've stayed in touch over the years. And for this, and Giving Tuesday happens to be his birthday.
No kidding.
November 20th. Yeah, so I was like, well, we definitely got to do something on Giving Tuesday. So we've been looking at trying to plan something either in Little Rock. He's down in Florida, and getting together. My birthday is actually 2 days earlier on November 26th. So two Sagittarians, which is either good or really bad. I don't know. But on Giving Tuesday, looking at getting the website, having a small event. We have some possibility through connections to really blast our project out to over 2 million people, which will draw a lot of attention to that. So we're kind of in the hustle mode, like, are we ready for that if press or if people start to respond? Obviously, we're ready for some financial support. Right now, it's a startup, and both John Mark and I are really excited and putting a lot up front and trying to go through got the 1023 in and about a week ago, or well, a little less than that. And again, the website. So we as far as what we're going to do a week from this coming Tuesday, something, and I'll let you know. But and also just in a few minutes, right here it says uploading. I don't know if you can read it. That said 93% right there, and can you see it? It's probably too bright, but it's uploading 93%, and that's a little clip from the Purpose Summit of a lot of people in his team. So that'll be on Facebook in just a few minutes on the Purpose Pioneers and on our site and so forth. So that's about it, Derek. I'm excited about it. So
I can't wait to see it. So
thank you.
You're going to see on our webathon, you're going to see Skip, you're going to see his project. We're going to be launching. We're doing actually a lot of launches on Giving Tuesday for a number of different projects and fundraising campaigns. Skip's is really unique, along with Mr. John Mark Huckabee and his family. As many of you know, Sarah Huckabee is now the presidential secretary, the press secretary for the White House. Amazing. And of course, Governor Huckabee, who, again, just with, mom's parents, who we've just recently lost, where they were just, we would sit around, this was years ago, in 2008, 2012, just loved Governor Huckabee and what he brought to politics and humor, and what a great family. So what a great project around Capitol Crisis. And this will be launching on Giving Tuesday. And there's so many parallels with this film to today, about when really faced with the challenge, right, with all the other fluff and distractions that we're all too accustomed to seeing, that the two parties came together with then Lieutenant Governor Huckabee leading the way to come together, do the right thing on behalf of the people and the state government. So it's a powerful story, and I'm really excited for the Power Purpose to really be working with Skip on this project of launching this and getting that story out there. I think it's just so important today for everybody to really just look at this from an outside perspective, see how it parallels today, and see what we can accomplish when we set our little petty differences aside and work together. So look for that amongst the projects we're launching. Yeah, go ahead, Skip.
Oh, there's a brand new trailer in the few things you haven't seen that I've been doing the last few days. There's a brand new trailer on Capitol Crisis that explains that for people, interested or confused or want to, like, what is that about? There's a short little movie trailer on CapitolCrisis.com that John Mark and I have been working on, the website and so forth. So if you're interested, go take a look. It happened 21 years ago, and we're recreating a lot of scenes and a lot of the people that lived through it to talk about it, because we feel like really in this situation of turmoil and polarization, we need to tell some stories about how in a true crisis where no one knew who was really the governor at the state, or two people thought they were, but how do we come together and do what's right and put our parties aside? And so that's what that represents. But thank you.
Absolutely. It's a great backstory. Something I didn't even know about, Skip, especially being somebody just really follows, a lot on the political front, and just there's so many different people in those leadership positions that you just like and you follow. You're big fans of Governor Huckabee being one of them. But I had no idea that this even took place. So all of you need to check that out. We actually posted a link, capitalcrisis.com, right there in the chat, if you guys wanted to check that out. But look for this among many other launches on Giving Tuesday for various projects. This one's a really unique one. I think so far it's, being unbiased. We love all of our projects, but really taking an affinity for this one because what we talk so much about with nonprofit is, the story when we're connecting with people about how to support needs and causes, right? And media is such an important way to do that. And with Skip being such an extremely talented and brilliant storyteller and using media in such a way, this is what you're going to see coming up here pretty soon in just about 10 days in this launch. You're going to see it with us, The Power Purpose, all over the internet. And that's going to be a big launch, among others, on Giving Tuesday and during our webathon. So really excited, Skip. Can't wait to get this going.
Thanks. Well, and too, it drives me crazy hearing all the wonderful things when Sherry talks about what's happening, and then at the Purpose Summit, hearing everybody introduce and talk about what they're doing in the communities and accomplishments. Every one of those, it comes a visual story of seeing that in a short film clip that would be so compelling. It's like, oh my God. And they're, oh my God, that's a great story. And oh my, from the veterans to every story. And I was really going crazy. I thought that would be a great one to tell. That'd be a great one. And so that's what Amplify is about. We're going to get there.
Yeah.
And telling. And if we can work with people also to help, assimilate all the content and footage where we don't have to go out there and film. They can use iPhones. So perhaps there's some training and teaching, but we're going to launch our fundraising and then start trying to, how can we get and tell those stories? They're great to hear in words and so forth. But me, I'm a visual guy. I want to see it because it goes over the top then.
I love that. And I've had this conversation with Sherry on this one about showing possibly, a great mission among many with Amplifying Truth is really showing nonprofits how to get that story out there. And that's what we talk about with the Positive Action platform and our coalition we're putting together, especially going into 2018, is showing them how we can really capture story and get it out to a broad audience to raise awareness, right? Or to show people how to help or how to address a certain need. What's a better strategy that a nonprofit's onto, but it just needs to get out there with media. So very powerful stuff, Skip, and I can't wait to really get this going.
You guys, and Skip and Derek, you guys you're just verifying and validating everything we talked about the start of a movement. It was so powerful because now listen to what you guys just heard. Skip's nonprofit, instead of in the disability movement, we learned not to be all do all. We partnered with other nonprofits that were doing amazing things in their area. So here's Skip with Amplifying Truth and John Mark Huckabee to get the funding for their nonprofit so they could go meet with us in Iowa when we sit with Americans for Independent Living, and they meet the veteran who was homeless, who now lives in one of the homes and just got a job and is loving life where he came from to where he's now, and he's helping build homes for other veterans now. So he has purpose. So Skip, Derek, you guys, that's what I mean about the power of the summit, where all the nonprofits coming together and seeing how we could be a part. And Skip, you think you're going crazy sitting at the summit. You guys, there wasn't one break that Skip didn't come up and go, man, we could get that on film. Man, we could get that, capture that. And when I told them we were going to do the visit with Tim, you guys, we're doing a Giving Tuesday at the center. We're invite legislators, city councilors, the mayor's doing a proclamation. the TV, the newspaper, all coming in. And this, again, Skip's like, oh man, we need to get that together, that story of the veterans whose life has changed, who's now building homes for other veterans. And so think about all the things, stories you guys all have. And those of you that haven't joined the mastermind or haven't set up your nonprofit yet, this is where we can come in and help lead you and guide you. Go to nonprofitwebclass.com for those of you that are new with this. And really, we did a free training just on how to set up your nonprofit. What is a nonprofit? How do you build it? How do you grow it from there? And Skip, here's another one. Edward Jones, Brandon was telling me about. He's one of our new mastermind purpose pioneers, just joined us. He's from Modesto. And you're going to love this, Skip. I know your mind's going wild already when I say he's working on water conservation. And he has a book called The After Meal. And it talks about food waste, the cycle of food. And we just had groups at the summit talking about it drives them wild that they were from Memphis. Remember, they were providing, they bring food for folks that are homeless, and they'll go to the big restaurants and big chains, I won't mention them, that throw away tons of food that has not even been touched every day, and they can't donate it because they're worried about this and this and this. And so here's someone that just came in with us, Edward, that just came in, that we can change that paradigm. All the food waste we have, there should be no reason that we have hunger problems in our country. Then New Mexico has 1 out of 5, 3 out of 5 kids going to bed hungry, and yet the food waste. So Edward, welcome. And Skip, I know your mind's going already crazy with how we can bring his project alive through video. And that's what this is about, you guys, is helping each other. And you'll love one of the differences in the nonprofit and the for-profit. The for-profit is competition. And in the nonprofit, it's collaboration. Man, let's work together. Let's build this even bigger. Let's change those paradigms. So, Edward, welcome. And you guys, we've added so many new mastermind students. So, whew. And Skip, can you tell me a word, and any of you guys, Meg, any of you guys, Rose, Tim, write down a word that the Purpose Summit, what sums up the Purpose Summit? When someone asks you how it was, how do you put it in words?
Connect.
I love it. I love it. That's what I kept saying. It was such a deep connection. That's what I kept saying.
I think that as I interviewed everybody and talked to them and so forth, the most common thing that I heard and asked people, I said, has anybody said this to you? I need to talk to you. It's like I heard the line, I need to talk to you so many times. Mm-hmm. So did everybody else.
Listen, look at some of the words people are putting in there. Some of the words they're saying are
game changer.
Game changer.
Oh my God. Ken stole that one. Inspirational, absolutely. Inspiration.
And Meg said next level of collaboration. Rose, this one I've been using, mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. And hopeful. You guys, to give people hope. Richard, you're with this. And Richard's right in the middle of Houston dealing with the devastation. And yet you see a room full of folks in the Positive Action platform, and it's hopeful. You guys, we hear about all the hard things that are going on with the shootings and that, but the hope we all have that we can bring change through our nonprofit corporations. Oh, and guess who's with us? I did not know this.
Who is it?
Oh my gosh, I'm looking for the names. But I want to introduce you, and I can't wait to meet them, the chemo buddies. You guys, two women that have gone through the chemo and radiation, breast cancer, that have joined together and providing support. And you wait till you see what's going to happen with this group. To have peer support amongst folks going through chemo and radiation. I know personally, I've experienced, with my mom and dad, what it would mean to have that peer support for the family, for those going through it. So I was looking for their names. Derek, they're with us today too, and I'm going to meet with you guys at 5 today. So
Oh, that's excellent. That's amazing. Well, let's switch.
Oh, here they are. Sorry, Tamara, Hunter, and Martha. I can't wait to connect with you. So you guys are going to be here a lot more about the chemo buddies too. They're our new mastermind students. So you and our mastermind, welcome in Tamara and Martha. You'll be seeing them at our next mastermind too.
Oh, excellent. Welcome, guys. I can't wait to connect with you guys as well, especially Mondays, right? Mastermind Mondays. Don't forget, it'll be your first one. I'd love to introduce you to our amazing group. So welcome. And thank you, Skip, for sharing about Giving Tuesday. And also a special thank you to Mr. John Mark Huckabee for joining us and their project. Truly amazing stuff. And again, your family, an amazing group of leaders, especially with your father, Governor Mike Huckabee. A great politician, a great leader, but an even better musician. He plays a mean bass guitar. Check that out sometime. You get to see that. Look up Governor Mike Huckabee and his band playing bass guitar. Really, really cool stuff. Okay, something else. Let's bring on Ken Shaw.
Yeah.
And we have something, again, really cool we talked about at the summit. He was working on with this amazing basketball game. The whole city's involved, the city of Santa Fe, New Mexico, police versus fire, elected officials. And I'm going to bring this up while he updates us and let him know because this happened actually, I believe, like a day or two after the summit. Remarkable is, like we talked about in our mastermind, about using the mayoral proclamation kit, going to your mayor, being the nonprofit that leads the way to get your entire city on board with Giving Tuesday. And that's what Ken did. And I'm showing on the screen right now, the Office of the Mayor official proclamation, the city of Santa Fe, New Mexico, Giving Tuesday. So he's got the entire city, our state capital, involved with Giving Tuesday.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, Ken.
So Wednesday noon, fire trucks and police cars pulled up at Santa Fe High School and started filming a confrontation. So the firemen bail out of their truck and they've got their axes in their hand and they march up in a very solemn, stern way, and the policemen get out of their car, and the video guy is showing their feet hitting the ground. So this is all high drama, and they're standing there having a face-off. It was a little bit hard to film because they kept cracking up.
They're filming you have them filming a promo, the firemen facing up against the police, the fire department facing up against the police department?
Exactly.
Yes. So they're jumping off with their axes, facing off against the police department, the police officers?
Yeah, so they're standing there scowling at each other. And this was the idea of Police Lieutenant Marvin Palt. And my addition, I don't know if they'll do it or not, but what I want them to do is then a voice will come from somewhere, or maybe it'll be a basketball referee. And I want somebody to say, okay, you guys, take it inside. Opposite of usually people are told to take it outside.
Oh, this is amazing. Look what this is involved to. They're now like jumping out in front of the high school, Santa Fe High School, facing off, doing a promo to promote the basketball game. This is incredible. Again, I cannot believe what this is.
Yeah.
What you have this evolve into. This is amazing.
So then we went into the gym, And one of the things the videographer wanted was a jump ball. So this really tall policeman and this really short fireman, battalion chief Freddie Martinez, did this jump, and the policeman missed it, and Freddie Martinez hit it, but with intending or planning to, he hit it right at the camera. And the videographer had to kind of jump back, and he said, "That's it. We're just one shot. We're done. That was perfect." The ball coming right at the video camera.
I love that. Okay, when is that? Where are they going to be posting that video? Is it going on the news? Is it going online?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
I don't have any information yet, but late breaking news as it develops.
Oh, well, at this point, it's like, yeah, breaking news every single day with the way this is really evolving. This is incredible.
Yeah.
This is incredible.
So the game's going to be on Giving Tuesday at 6:30 in the evening, and it's a hoot. It's great.
Okay, that's 6:30 p.m.
Yeah.
Where in Santa Fe?
At Santa Fe High School.
Santa Fe High School, 6:30 p.m. Everyone, November 28th. If you are in New Mexico, if you mastermind now students in New Mexico. So again, I know we're all got some stuff doing, but that would be something really cool. And I can't wait to see the news media involved and all the elected officials, because that's our state capital. Oh, this is amazing. I hope, and I'm just cracking up, Ken. I can't believe they got promo videos going with like the face off. This is what we used to do with like our University of Mexico football, like preseason stuff, the big face off and all that kind of stuff. This is amazing.
Yeah.
And you guys, again, Ken, amazing what you're doing. It's the power of the mastermind, sharing with each other and taking what Ken's doing. You know, I shared 25 years ago, I did the first basketball game, Doctors versus Lawyers, and the lead of the group from Farmington happened to be in Albuquerque at the same hotel, getting an award for being the president of UNM for so long. He walked into our room with Ken, our whole mastermind group, talked about the basketball game, Doctors versus Lawyers, and man, it's 25 years later, still going strong. Ken just goes to Santa Fe and is making it happen. So that's the power of our mastermind. You guys being able to share with each other and then taking it and taking action. Ken, congratulations, what you've done now to bring the community together and to have fun doing it. That's what it's about. And now they're going to support you, Ken, and be with you every step of the way.
Thanks, Sherry. Thanks for the idea and thanks for the support. And hopefully this will be the first of a string of 25.
Yeah, it will be. It will be. And it's fun.
It's fun.
To bring the community together. Look what you've already done.
Yeah, thanks. So the gym holds, can seat 3,500 people. I don't have a vision of that we're going to fill it, but there's room just in case.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
all right.
Awesome. Woo! And you guys, what an opportunity for Ken and the mastermind. We'll all be talking about creating so many revenue streams, creating the revenue stream to buy tickets to come, creating the revenue stream to do a program just like they sell at the basketball games for $1 each, and then have the city produce it, and then having a halftime show where they do a cake raffle and bring in the different folks from the 911 center or you know what I mean? It'll grow, Ken.
Yeah.
Here you can grow it. So this first year, it's amazing you're getting it out there, and then together at the mastermind, all of us can start saying, "Oh, we want to do that." Here's another revenue stream we can include.
Crime Stoppers is going to run the concession stand as volunteers. Tracy suggested that we get 24 pies auctioned off. I've got a request into major bakery in town called Chocolate Maven. They haven't responded yet, but when I get off this call, I'm going to go go in person and ask them.
This is great.
Awesome, Ken.
And one of the banks has made a donation. Dunkin' Donuts contributed 200. I figured they were a natural, with the police department.
See how much fun? This is awesome.
Oh, this is great. Well, Ken, just amazing. It's just there's our Purpose Pioneers. There's 10, 12 more stories just like this where they have these events planned, and it's just taken a life of its own. And this is really exciting. And congratulations once again on leading the way to getting. We talk about these civic campaigns and how these really big cities like Chicago, New York, and LA are involved in our capital, Santa Fe, and being the one to spearhead this and get the entire city involved, and now the whole community involved with this fun. See how fun this is, you guys? This really fun event to raise a lot of funds for the nonprofit for great causes. And I just can't wait to see what happens next, Ken. So you will keep us posted, right?
I will keep you posted. And again, thank you so much for the support, for the ideas. It's great. Thank you.
You
Well,
bet.
Ken, and Ken, I want you to hear from what I'm seeing on the chat. They say Ken Shaw is a hero. Ken Shaw, what a great idea and innovation, community building.
Mm-hmm.
Ken, it's what you're doing is inspiring all of us to do something like this in our communities now. So thank you so much, Ken, for sharing. And I can't wait to do an update to see who won, because it's going to get competitive.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ken. Thank you for sharing, and just keep it up. This is amazing. I can't wait to hear more.
One of the firemen asked, were they going to have to play with one hand tied behind their back?
Just to make it fair. Just to make it fair. What a great rivalry. I agree. There's so many parallels between the doctors and lawyers. So this is great, Ken. You keep it up, and we'll talk to you on Monday on the Mastermind.
One more quick. Both police and the fire, they both assured me there is no rivalry. Absolutely no rivalry.
Right.
None whatsoever.
Right.
There is no rivalry.
We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah, wait till they get on the court. We'll see.
Yeah. Oh,
all right, Ken. Awesome, Ken. Thank you. All right. Wow, you guys, that's just between those, just two of our Purpose Pioneers you heard from. They're doing these amazing events. A huge documentary film involving a wonderful family, the Huckabee family, as well as some other elected officials on both sides. A whole documentary film kicking off, and then this great event involving the entire city, which is a capital city of a state, involved in something like this. And there's so much more to report. So I'd love to bring some more of our pioneers back on to share what they're doing next Friday as well. So take a little time away from Black Friday if you can tomorrow, when you're not braving the crowds for all those amazing shopping deals, and stop in with us on our Purpose Happy Hour. And we'll show you more about what people are doing Giving Tuesday. And it's not too late, you guys. It's 10 days away, just starting out. Just put something together right now. It's a great day. It's all geared towards, it's only 5 years old, you guys, but it's grown so much. All about nonprofit, all about giving. So just get involved and have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
So, thank you again, everyone, for joining us. Of course, the one and only Sherry Watson herself, Mom, Mima, here in the office, as always. And just before I let her take us away and sign us off, Thanksgiving's next week, you guys. Enjoy time with your family, your loved ones. Be grateful. I know we are. We're going to have all of our family in town. Just so incredibly blessed what we get to do and have, family. So enjoy that. And we will see you on Black Friday, because we're going to keep this going through Giving Tuesday and share more about what we're doing out there. So enjoy your week. Enjoy the holiday. Enjoy your family. Give thanks. Be grateful. And we'll see you on the next one.
And for me, you guys, the comments, amazing. Duncan, when you say the Purpose Summit was the best birthday present ever, fantastic. That means so much to us. Benny, when you came up during the event, with all you've done, with the kind of work you're doing, the kind of support you're bringing to people in need, and for you to say, I was ready to let go of it, not now, you know? And Meg, when you said high level energy for big change, that's what it was about. It's about something that's bigger than all of us. And so Skip has posted the first Purpose Summit video clip on the Purpose Mastermind Purpose Pioneers. That's for Mastermind students only. We've asked Skip if you can post it to their Power Purpose Inner Circle so that others can see it too. You'll see how amazing Skip is. He just doesn't do videos. He doesn't do documentaries. He captures the emotion, the feeling, the momentum in it. So, John, when you said you're grateful for each one of us, we will change the world. John, that sums up everything. We are so grateful. We are so honored that to be working side by side with all of you, to be building a movement that is truly going to bring long-term systemic change. And all of you guys, I just want to say our Purpose Fridays are the more purposeful and more exciting and more powerful because of all of you guys. And Kim, what you just shared, I know each one of you, Corliss, Richard, Rose, Tim, all of us has things to share. And so what we'll be doing now is on Purpose Fridays, we'll be highlighting one of you to lead us in. And the rest of you, keep the comments coming. And we'll just read the comments. We'll stay connected through all that. But you heard from everyone that was at the Purpose Summit, what it meant, the power, the connectedness. And let's continue moving that forward with Purpose Friday. Those of you that are with us on Facebook, don't know much about the nonprofit world, or, man, get involved. Go watch nonprofitwebclass.com. Call our office at 505-217-9333. Call, you'll get to talk to Brandon, our Purpose Consultants. Let us walk with you in living the most fulfilled life, living your purpose, because we're all born with a purpose. It's our gift. And to be able to share that with others and not just work for someone else and make them rich and live for the weekend, this is big. So you guys all inspire us. You're all the reason we do what we do. And I just want to say, with Giving Tuesday coming up, we're knocking this out of the park. So go have a fun weekend. Get ready for Thanksgiving. Get ready for Giving Tuesday. And let's keep the comments going on our Facebook page on the Inner Circle of Purpose Pioneer. Man, let's keep each other motivated and inspired and moving forward. So have a fun weekend, and we'll be seeing and talking to all of you guys soon.
Bye, everyone. See you next time.
See ya.